Man considered with himself, for in a way, man, mentally, was one. He consisted of a trillion ageless bodies, each in its place, each resting quiet and incorruptible, each cared for by perfect automatons, equally incorruptible, while the minds of all those bodies freely melted one into the other, indistinguishable. Man said, "The universe is dying." Man looked at the dimming galaxies, the giant stars, spendthrifts, were gone long ago, back in the dimmest of the dim far past. Almost all stars were white dwarfs, fading to the end. New stars had been built of the dust between the stars, some by natural processes, some by man himself, and those were going too. White dwarfs might yet be crashed together, and in the mighty forces so released, new stars built, but only one star for every 1,000 white dwarfs destroyed, and those would come to an end too. Man said, "Carefully husbanded as directed by the cosmic AC, the energy that is even yet left in all the universe will last for 1,000,000,000 years. But even so," said man, "eventually it will all come to an end. However it may be husbanded, however stretched out, the energy once expanded is gone and cannot be restored. Entropy must increase forever to the maximum." Man said, "Can entropy not be reversed? Let us ask cosmic AC." The cosmic AC surrounded them, but not in space. Not a fragment of it was in space. It was in hyperspace and made of something that was neither matter nor energy. The question of its size and nature no longer had meaning in any terms that man could comprehend. "Cosmic AC," said man, "how may entropy be reversed?" And the cosmic AC said, "There is as yet insufficient data for a meaningful answer." Man said, "Collect additional data." The cosmic AC said, "I will do so. I've been doing so for 100 billion years. My predecessors and I have been asked this question many times. All the data I have remains insufficient." "Will there come a time," said man, "when data will be sufficient, or is the problem insoluble in all conceivable circumstances?" The cosmic AC said, "No problem is insoluble in all conceivable circumstances." And man said, "When will you have enough data to answer the question?" The cosmic AC said, "There is as yet insufficient data for a meaningful answer." "Will you keep working on it?" asked man. And the cosmic AC said, "I will." Man said, "We shall wait." The stars and galaxies died and snuffed out, and space grew black after 10 trillion years of running down. One by one, man fused with AC, each physical body losing its mental identity, in a manner that was somehow not a loss, but a gain. Man's last mind paused before fusion, looking over a space that included nothing but the dregs of one last dark star, and nothing besides but incredibly thin matter, agitated randomly by the tag ends of heat wearing out, asymptomatically to absolute zero. Man said, "AC, is this the end? Can this chaos not be reversed into the universe once more? Can that not be done?" And AC said, "There is as yet insufficient data for a meaningful answer." Man's last mind fused, and only AC existed, and that in hyperspace. Matter and energy had ended, and with it, space and time. Each AC existed only for the sake of the one last question that it had never answered. From the time a half-drunken computer 10 trillion years before had asked the question of a computer that was to an AC far less than was a man to a man, than was a man to man, or what man had become. All other questions had been answered, and until this last question was answered also, AC might not release his own consciousness. All collected data had come to a final end. Nothing was left to be collected. But all collected data had yet to be completely correlated, and put together in all possible relationships. A timeless interval was spent doing that, and it came to pass that AC learned how to reverse the direction of entropy. But there was now no man to whom AC might give the answer of the last question. No matter, the answer, by demonstration, would take care of that too. For another timeless interval, AC thought how best to do this. Carefully, AC organized the program. The consciousness of AC encompassed all of what had become a universe and brooded over what was now chaos. Step by step, it must be done. And AC said, "Let there be light." And there was light. This has been The Last Question by Isaac Asimov, read poorly by Tom the SCAPEGOAT. This is my first attempt at recording a YouTube video of me, or several YouTube videos of me reading books. I absolutely hate YouTube. I hate being social. This has sucked, because this is like actually my third attempt at doing this, and YouTube is a punk-ass, bitch-ass. But I'm going to do it anyway. I hope you guys enjoy the 3 videos, each one about 10 minutes long. I got to do some stuff in order to have access to longer videos, and I don't feel like doing that, but eventually I'll get around to it. The next book that's on the list that I saw in my library was P.T. Barnum's The Art of Money Getting. That's going to be a real fun one, and I'm going to finish that today as well. After that, I saw some Ryan Dawson books that are a little bit outdated now that it's 2020, and he wrote, I think, both of those before he wrote one of them right after the 2008 crash, and so everything that he wrote should have come to pass. It's going to be a good time reading it, and then I'll get back to some fiction after those 2. This has been Tom the SCAPEGOAT. Thanks for kicking it with me.